That's exactly right. Yeah, one of the key things is that power is devolved away from the presidency in Nairobi to what will become a series of new governments dotted around the country. The theory behind that is that local people have a far greater say in local issues. What's happened in the past is the president has been so powerful that he has been able to hand out parcels of land, say, to political loyalists who have backed him through his campaign to become president. And that in itself has deprived ordinary people of one of the key things they need in Kenya, which is land to grow crops. There are a couple of other aspects to it as well. The judiciary, which is notoriously corrupt. There's a backlog of about 900,000 cases. That will be overhauled. In theory, therefore, ordinary people will be able to have justice for smaller issues, land issues, disputes with neighbors and so on. These kind of things will happen a lot quicker.
So we're seeing some scenes of celebration there, Mike, on the streets of Nairobi. What comes next in Kenya? How much time is it going to take to implement this?
It's going to take a great deal of time. I think the celebration, people would have liked them to go on a lot longer. There were discussions today about tomorrow being turned into a national holiday. That's not been approved simply because everyone's saying, look, the work really starts now. There's a great deal of legislation which has to be brought in by the parliament to effect some of the changes in this constitution. We have to be aware that Kenya's parliament doesn't move quickly, and those sitting there are those with a vested interest to try and keep some level of status quo because they've benefited from it. We do have another election in 2012. That's only 2.5 years away. The concern is that that legislation which is needed to bring the benefits to ordinary people is simply going to get caught up in politicking as we head towards the next election. That could be very dangerous. There's a lot of frustration which could come out should those laws take too long to come into effect.